13th at Vamped in Las Vegas. Come down, hang out with us. Let's throw a little party. Let's celebrate Jenna's birthday.
Yeah!
Bring her presents. Bring her Spanx.
Bring me whiskey.
Bring her whiskey.
See you then.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
Background because I didn't turn the back. Hey, what would it be without a botch from Jeff? Right. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Talk Wrestling here on NoDQ.com and across the multiverse. The Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse Media, to be precise. On all the channels tonight, kind of scale back a little bit, hence the different logo in the upper third there. But hello, everybody. Good to see everybody in the chat room so far that came in during a little interlude, if you will. Probably, Josh. We'll see how it goes. I'm actually having a good day today. Hello, Muhammad. Good to see you. Had a week of great wrestling for everyone. We had to have one sore loser. You'd have to think even more of a Discovery and his own roster to be a champion. Yeah, pretty much, Question is who's worth. I'm not going there with that tonight. Everybody wants a Meacham rant tonight. You got to love that shit. JJ's here. Hello, Psycho. Oh, yeah. So, for the record, I am live in technically Paradise, Nevada, but I am in the heart of Las Vegas. Sin City, as promised on the marquee. Directly behind me, actually, is the T-Mobile Arena, the home of Stanley Cup champion Vegas Golden Knights. We're actually on the roadside. They're up in San Jose tonight. I'm going to be going just down the block here in a second to go into a establishment called Beer House or whatever the hell to watch the game. So how much I have actually not lost a dime, but I have spent money on a refillable beverage. There you go. There's that. And I also had myself a slice of New York. Yes, but New York pizza. Let's see if I can get the image in here with a minimal hassle. That's always the fun part, right? Is the attempting to minimize the hassle. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, yeah, I haven't lost any money. I don't come up here to gamble. I don't come up here to lose money. That's the whole point. I mean, there is that. If I got with super chats, I ran. As a matter of fact, I did create a banner, JJ, ready to go. So let me see where I can. There it is. Help further enable the debauchery and chaos over at PayPal. That's it. Need money when I'm up here anyway. I gotta go. Well, Josh, the thing is, you need to spend money to make money. You need to spend money to bet money, and I don't have the money on me. I purposely had enough money to travel with, and trust me, not gonna fall. It's at least five. Anyway, so yeah, we are in the heart of Las Vegas. Spin City. Wow, I'm talking about Michael J. Fox all of a sudden. Sin City. My goodness, what a week it's been in professional wrestling. Am I right? Holy crap. They're going to talk a lot about it on Open Mic Night Saturday, to be sure. We talked quite a bit about it yesterday on the special Wednesday of the No DQ review. My goodness, what a hour plus that turned out to be yesterday over NoDQ.com. And if you missed that, I encourage you to check it out, if for no other reason than to just see how it all unfolded. Psycho with the $2 super chat says, Ranch Man Pickers Big Evil Team. Well, thank you for the super. I don't know where that went, Psycho, by the way. So if it went to Aaron, cool. I'll make sure I get that. Make sure I get that money from him later. Anyway, so yeah, it's been one of those. Okay. I actually have to do the super. Okay, I got it right. So that Big Evil You're Gonna Pay theme is just it's the shits. It's just bad. The lyrics are bad. The music that he used after Roland, he used that same basic music throughout till the end of the American Badass run in 2003 at Survivor Series. So music didn't bother me. Lyrics at the end bothered the shit out of me. My dad likes it, whatever. I'm not going to shit on it too much. Anyway, yeah, there was a comment left by Matthew, and I appreciate it because it honestly just hit the point right on the head. Such a good week, or good day anyway, thank you for checking out JJ. So thank you, Psycho, for the $2. I appreciate that. I will very likely be able to tip a bartender with that $2 next time I'm here, because it won't go into the PayPal. Again, you want me to spend the money up here right now and cause chaos and mayhem right now? There's a link. PayPal.me/Jeff Meacham. Because that goes right here, right now. Actually, right here. It's on the phone. Anyway, at the end of the day, 1.5 million houses or viewers, whatever you want to call it, were watching professional wrestling on Tuesday night, and that's cool. I thought that was so neat. And then this overgrown man child, as he's turning out to be, my goodness, just and he keeps going, which is really scary. He's continuing the shit posting. He's continuing the tweets and the post on Twix. I guess I'm calling it Twix. So he's continuing the post on Twix, and he actually called out the fact that Undertaker and John Cena appeared on a show that had less viewers than any show they've appeared on in the last 2 decades. It's like, Tony, really, Tony? Really? Is that where we're going with that? It was just so bad. And, on top of everything else that happened over the last couple of days, Saraya, damn that Saraya, making her come back in wrestling. Very happy for Saraya. Basically stole the premise, the very idea of Walter's tweet about it, and commented that, well, she and Adam Copeland and Bryan Danielson were all in the ring together after all three of them had been told they would never wrestle again. It was so cool. It was so cool. And I thought I put a graphic up in it in our chats. I thought that was really neat. Saw a post today from a diehard AEW fan who said he was done with AEW this is how you turn off your viewers. This is exactly how you do it, by acting like a petulant child by a jackass. It was so uncomfortable to see him continue to melt down, for lack of a better term. And like I said, it shouldn't bring me as much joy as it is, but it is, because I sat there Monday night. It was either Monday it was Monday night, right? Yeah, it was before the double feature. So I sat there Monday night and tweeted about the insanity of that he was doing that, and I got raked across the coals by the tribalists of AEW, and I love it when a plan comes together. My point was proven. So hats off to you guys, or tip of the cap. I'm taking my hat off. It's already thin enough as it is with this mesh. By the way, you can get this hat at the Paradise Kitty Show on tomorrow. We'll run that ad one more time. My opinion of Adam Copeland's match. It was a good match. Didn't mind it. Good for what it was. It was what it needed to be. Luchasaurus, pretty much dominated the flow of the match, but Adam got the win. I thought it was exactly how it needed to go. You're not going to see a whole lot of, Adam doing, I don't think anyway, a whole bunch of high octane offense. It was good. And, again, yes, his departure from the company cost me money to Josh, but I sympathize so much with CM Punk's, at least this statement at Brawlout. I'm old, tired, I fucking hurt, I work with fucking children. He's being proven right every step of the way, between the way the Elite act when they return to television, between the way Tony's acting now as we sit here. I haven't been on Twix since I got off the plane over at Harry Reid, former McCarran, by the way, if you're familiar with the situation. Not familiar with the airport here in Vegas. I don't know if I want, like, JJ pointed out one to me last night that he pointed out the one about the Undertaker and Cena. I think he had another one today. It's like, my goodness, just so sad. To everybody asking about the panelists from yesterday's review, I have been asked not to talk about what happened yesterday on the show. It was what it was, and I have been asked by the people that run that channel and run that show to not bring it up. So if you want to email them, if you want to contact them, that's who you want to contact, not me. It's not my place. I wasn't on the review. I was supposed to be on the review yesterday, but they cracked on me for being hit by a bus or whatever. We were actually hit with a labor strike by our local transit in Santa Clarita this week. So the ability to get over to our main house to do laundry, do the shower thing, do the get ready to go thing wasn't easily accessible like it should have been. So I couldn't do the Greg Cherry show yesterday, which was so much fun yesterday. So cool to watch that back today. And by the way, the Greg Cherry show next week is going to be a very special episode of the Greg Cherry show. For the first time in almost 10 years, Luck of the Draw is coming back. I'm one of the contestants. God help me. Along with Greg himself, Matty Laws, and Daisy Ruth. So check that out coming up Wednesday night. The bottom line is, yeah, I'm genuinely curious what his television rights partners, his employees, his roster is thinking. All of the attention, all of the good that came out of AEW Tuesday, and make no mistake about it, there was good that came out of that show. Yes, they got trounced in the ratings. There's no doubt about it. But as has been pointed out numerous times, WWE loaded their developmental show up with John Cena, LA Knight, The Undertaker. Becky Lynch has been on there recently. Solo Sikoa was there in an appearance. Paul Heyman was there. And Cody Rhodes made the several announcements. So it was a stacked show. There was no way WWE was not going to win the night, but there was good that came out of that show. And instead, the entirety of the focus where AEW is concerned is all about their man-child of an owner. And I think that's or GM, whatever the Tony's title is. And it's sad. You know, people have accused myself. People have accused the no DQ team or the wow, that's really loud. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. The strip is like right here, and there's a labor strike here with the MGM employees. So I don't know. There's an ambulance literally going right in front. I don't know if it's an ambulance or if I can't tell what it is. Let me look here. Give me a second. You can see the lights flashing in my glasses. Yeah, that's a paramedic. That's an ambulance. That's heading for. Where are we going here? We're going side street. I'm not sure where they're going, but it was loud and it was intense. Anyway, it's just sad that rather than focus on the product that we saw, the run the recognition that both companies deserved for the quality programming that they both put out, for being honest, all we're focused on is Tony. And yeah, check this out. Timeless Tony, which the clips went up on YouTube. Thank God, because we were harping on that to death about the fact that they were putting the clips in picture. So they are on YouTube. They are on social media. Check them out. Funnier. So funny. Hikaru Shida's win back. Christian's presentation with Luchasaurus and Adam. Swerve and Danielson opening the show with a banger. And Adams, again, everything was so good. And at the end of the day, the casual wrestling audience, I won't say casual because if they're anything but casual, the focus of the audience of wrestling will be on Tony Khan's temper tantrum and complete Twix meltdown this week. And it's terrible. It's a bad look for his company. And I said that on Tuesday, and I got accused instead of, not calling out what it was, which was a bad look for him, and he's continuing to make the look worse. I instead got accused of being, called a supporter of a rapist and a person who covered up a murder. It's like, dude, I did not, for 1 minute, praise McMahon or his company. I simply pointed out that Tony shitposting it was a bad look, and I don't think I was wrong in that. I still don't think I was wrong in that. The only reason I put my Twitter on protected was because I was sick of the notifications were driving me crazy. That may have been Scott Steiner that rolled by, but it did say Paradise, Nevada paramedics, so I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It may have been Scotty in the back of the truck. I don't know. Yeah, you never know with Scott Steiner. Tony is the best thing going on AEW every week. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I'm happy Luck of the Draw. I am happy Luck of the Draw is coming back too, man. I love me some Luck of the Draw. Been watching the highlights that Greg put up. So, again, that's really what's going on in wrestling right now. Unfortunately, is the Tony talk, and I mean Tony Khan. Unfortunately, not Tony Storm. Tony Storm should be the talk of the wrestling world because her segments were incredible. But much like everybody else in the world, I'm tired of Tony shit, Tony Khan shit. So there you go. I would not be opposed to that. We actually were talking about this, and I was going to mention this had Tracy Brooks stayed in our top 10 managers of all time, which she didn't. Got a good mention the other day on Friday last week. By the way, Dad's is going to be on tomorrow too. We'll talk about that at the end of the show. I really think that. I don't know if embracing the Playboy partnership is a permanent way to go, but I like the idea of some of the more risque things being like not embraced, but readdressed, right? So let's see here. Let's see. I don't know. Is it coming back permanently? Not as far as I know. You guys remember something about Luck of the Draw? It is a very messy show. It requires chocolate syrup and raw eggs and water. It's a mess. And there's a reason we're able to do it remotely is because we can put tarp down in our houses. Anyway, let's see. Again, Tony was out of line, but he wasn't wrong about Vince. I'm not going to disagree or agree about that part only because everything that has ever been said about Vince McMahon as far as the allegations and everything have been allegations. As far as I know, there's not been any criminal convictions against him. So that's just Tony shitposting about, ideas, things he has a vague idea about. And it just comes off as a bad look no matter what. Do I think Tony Khan secretly wants to be on television but knows he'd be compared to Dixie? Absolutely. I do believe. I didn't before. I firmly believe it now. He's a fan at the end of the day. So, yes. I love that. Other things we can talk about. Paul Heyman praising Tiffany. Yeah. Paul Heyman praising Tiffany Stratton is so key. We saw the behind closed doors thing with Paul Heyman showing Ava Raine the Bloodline logo on the phone. Will we see Ava be brought into the family faction? Ava Raine, Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Braun Breaker, all kind of getting that Paul Heyman rub either on TV or on social media this week. I'm here for it, man. I am 100% here for it. This is why people don't think that far outside the box, though, Walter. If you youngins out there will have no idea what the hell we're talking about. So please Google this. When we're done off the air here, please Google this video. There was a famous video when John Kennedy was president. Yeah, he was president. When John F. Kennedy was the president of the United States back in the 60s, Marilyn Monroe famously sang "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" to JFK. There was, the worst kept secret was they were having an affair, right? So Tony Storm in this character totally should have done "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" to Tony Khan. That would have been a great inside reference to people that get it. That would have been funnier than shit. Again, to repeat what I said earlier, the panelists that left the No DQ review yesterday will not be addressed. I was asked not to. Again, you want to talk about what happened on the review? Talk to the folks that run the review. That would be Mr. Rift and Virtue, because that's what I was asked to do. I mean, Aaron worked with Herb Abrams, or Aaron's dad, so I really can't, crack on Herb very much, unfortunately. Anyway. So yeah, that's, again, there's a lot more going on. Of course, Roman Reigns is returning tomorrow night on SmackDown. That's over on Fox, at least for another year. He'll be back on USA next year. What will Roman Reigns say about the Bloodline once again losing to John Cena LA Knight back at Fastlane? Interesting things are going to be developing. It would not surprise me if Braun Breaker became a Paul Heyman guy, but I really, this is just my belief, if you will. I really think that once we scared to death Vox Baker, never saw him in person, scares me to death though. Yeah, dude. I always dodge Travis. I got a little fat roll going here. It's kind of gross, but yeah, I'll dodge Roman Reigns. Absolutely. I think that once the storyline, whenever it does end with the Bloodline, I think that'll be Paul Heyman's on-air swan song. I think that's what it should be. And yes, we have Triple H coming up tomorrow night on SmackDown with a major announcement. So there is still more good in wrestling. There is still more good coming. We just have to wait it out. Wait. Yeah. Again, I actually was going to have this brought up on the review. So I have no problem addressing that part of it. And because I'm, by myself here, I have no problem with it. A lot of you know about people in my circle. A particular person, I call my sister here on the air. She's actually just my closest female friend. Her family, she is Jewish, and there's a lot of really bad shit going on the other side of the world right now. And I understand that MJF approved what happened on Tuesday night's show and embraced it and ran with it. But it's still a bad timing issue. Very much akin to the Muhammad Hassan angle with the London bombings. Very much akin to Sergeant Slaughter in '91 with the Desert Storm, the Gulf War. I understand that wrestling is all about that old school, genuine heat, but we don't live in that world anymore. And I think that, at least, again, this is my show. It's whatever. My views don't necessarily aren't necessarily the same as the views of No DQ or Virtue or anybody else. I just feel that was not necessarily a bad angle in and of itself or a bad way to go, just ill-timed. And as I say, it's ill-timed, I'm being chased after, so I shouldn't have said that, right? Oh my goodness. I'm afraid they'll drag up I hope that the reference by Cody Rhodes means that they're going to end the Bloodline storyline at WrestleMania one way or the other. And I understand that people get pissed off very easily, but it's just bad timing. And I don't agree with the name calling that took place yesterday. But again, people get riled up in the heat of the moment. Is it because people don't see wrestling as entertainment? It's still real to them. That could very well be part of it. Again, you're not going to please everybody. You're not going to offend everybody. And I don't disagree with trying to, placate a few people, but it's not a few people in this case, right? So it's a very, very sensitive topic. And again, it's just one of those things that is the reality of a situation in life. Now, I'm going to go into the shills real quick. And with that, I'm going to ran what I ran just prior to the show one more time and give it up for my buds. Give me 1 second. Get rid of that. And off we I'll be right back on screen here in just a short.
Hey guys, Paradise Kitty here.
This Friday, the 13th, at Vamped in Las Vegas. Come down, hang out with us. Let's throw a little party. Let's celebrate Jenna's birthday.
Yeah!
Bring her presents. Bring her Spanx.
Bring me whiskey.
Bring her whiskey.
See you then.
Always bring Jenna whiskey, especially for her birthday. Yes, today is her birthday, so happy birthday, Jenna. I love you. I am so much looking forward to seeing you tomorrow when we do the show out at Vamped, out here in Las Vegas. I deleted the pictures I had in the group. That's okay. We'll go ahead and go back. I also wanted to throw a happy birthday out to a couple other people that were in one way or they're very influential in my life. Of course, the late great American dream, Dusty Rhodes. Again, without Dusty, I'm not doing this show. Without Dusty, No DQ Media really doesn't get a major popularity push. And of course, the one and only Bob Miller, are the greatest hockey announcer of all time. Yes, that's me and him in a Dodger game a couple seasons ago, I think it was now. And that is me wearing his Stanley Cup ring. So I have this great picture of Bob and I. I have to throw this up because it's just the greatest thing of all time. Give me a second. I see the comment. I do. I just gotta get there. It is. I have Jewish friends. They all agree the Anaheim Ducks suck. That's not exactly what I was going for. JJ, I did see the comment and Josh replied to it. Trying to move away from the shit, for being honest. And yeah, wrestling fans also take things way too far, Brando, if we're being honest. All right, now, tomorrow is a busy day, not just for me and Paradise Kitty, but across the multiverse of media. First thing in the morning, 9 o'clock Pacific. That's not the right graphic, God damn it. 9 o'clock Pacific, noon Eastern. JJ will be live on the Casitas Studios with a state of the studio's address, so check that out. Again, at 9 o'clock Pacific, noon Eastern, across the Casitas Studios. And then just a couple hours later, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, with me here in Vegas still. JJ and I will be ranking our top 10 all-time Scream Queens. Well, you guys had an episode last week. What does that mean? Bonus episode this month on the dads, coming up either the Friday before Halloween or on Halloween Day. Stay tuned for that. We'll have more about that here in the next couple weeks here, or next week or so. Friday, 13th, SmackDown, of course, tomorrow night. But also tomorrow, Friday the 13th, JJ and Noah will return to the Simple Take show and give their thoughts on WWE Fastlane. Again, I will be occupied with Paradise Kitty down here in Vegas with our special guest, The Bones, performing before the Kitties go on stage. That's at Vamped here in Vegas. Doors at 8 o'clock, $10 at the door for Friday. Saturday, it'll be open mic night. JJ is loaded for bear about the man with the curly hair who runs AEW. That is going to be probably maybe not as controversial as our CM Punk show, maybe more, for being honest. It's going to be a long Saturday. I'm hoping to be there for part of it. I'm going to be at the hockey game, the Kings game. I fly back into town in LA Saturday, or Burbank, I should say. I'm driving in LA from there. But I will be at the game Saturday, so we'll see if I can make it back for a main event for Open Mic Night, because it's going to be a doozy. Yeah, I will. It's going to be. I would rather remain bald. I have no problem with my bald head. I really don't. I'm okay with it. And Tony's hair just looks weird. Anyway, then Saturday, that was Saturday for Open Mic Night. Of course, Sunday, No DQ Review back in its usual time slot. There goes the monorail. Coming up at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific, Sunday night. This coming Tuesday, Staffway Sports Bar back in its regular time slot. 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific on Tuesday. I'll be at the button there. And again, as I mentioned, next Wednesday, or a week from yesterday, I should say, the Greg Cherry Show, Luck of the Draw, is back. Myself, Greg Cherry, Matty Laws, Daisy Ruth. Actually, if we're being real, it wasn't Matt Cardona that caused the bald head. My head was already going bald, Josh. I just went all in with Aaron on the bet, and it went completely like smooth ball, cue ball. Programming note, by the way, about next Saturday, the 21st. Of course, we have our watch along of Impact Wrestling Showcase event Bound for Glory. Immediately following that, instead of October 28th, Haunted Hangman will be on October 21st as we have a Battle of the Siblings, Emmanuel and Arlene. That'll be on the 21st, not the 28th, due to scheduling availability of both on that day, as opposed to the 28th, because again, scheduling is what it is. Thank you all for watching the last 30 minutes. I appreciate it. It's always cool to do Talk Wrestling. Always great to do it live. Fun to have it here in Vegas. I know I'm not exactly in my most favorite setting, but I do give respect to the Vegas Golden Knights for being the Stanley Cup champions. And I'm going to go down here to Beer House again and watch them play the San Jose Choke Artists. Sharks. Sorry, wrong name on the team. My bad, Teal. Anyway, guys, have a great night. We'll see you all day tomorrow with all kinds of content and shit. So stay tuned for that. But for now, this has been Talk Wrestling. I'm Jeff Meacham. Have a good night.